Hey Internet, Roy Habib here. Now in this video, we're going to work on a song by Stone Temple Pilots, Plush. Most of you probably know it already, especially if you click the link. Now, the method that I want to introduce to you, because I see a lot of videos on there, they teach you how to play certain bass lines. They just tell you where to put your fingers. Now my method is a little different, mainly because this is a part of what I do for a living, as I teach guitar and bass, and I learn a lot of songs for various cover bands. This is how I earn my living. So I have to learn a lot of songs fast, and my method is a little bit different. It's instead of just learning where to put my fingers, is I like to learn what goes on in the bass line, what goes on in the song. We're learning it by phrases, and we're gonna get into it. So before you check this video out, I'm going to assume that you have a basic understanding of where the notes are on the bass, especially in the money zone, you know, the first 7 frets or so. And you have a basic understanding of major and minor triads. What I mean by triads is like the first note of the scale, the third if it's a major or minor third, and the 5th note of the scale. So I'm going to assume you have a basic understanding of that, and we're going to work our way from there. Third thing is probably a pentatonic scale, which is one of the first scales we learn. So I'm going to assume you know that. These are very basic concepts in playing a guitar or a bass. So the reason I chose Plush is because it has a really cool melodic bass line that is based on triads. And if we try to memorize it note for note, like where to put our fingers, it's going to be a lot of work. So it's a really good demonstration of this this phrase approach, like what actually goes on in the song. The song opens up with this main riff, in G. It's a G pentatonic scale, minor pentatonic. We're going to go right. It's G to B flat, which is the minor third, chromatic G, and then chromatic from B flat, we have B and C, back to the 1, back to G, and then he goes up to the 5, minor third, 4, 5, right, back to the minor third, chromatic, back to the 1, alright? Pretty simple. It's a very standard kind of grungy riff. This is where he breaks away now from what the guitar is doing. This is why I like to use this example. So we go. What's going on here? We have G to the 5 to the octave. Now the next chord is D. All right. But now that octave that we're playing is the new 4. We go from that G, that octave G, back a half step, which is now our major third in the new chord, which is D. So 4, major third, 1. Right? And that's a theme that reoccurs throughout this bass line. Our new chord is F, and he walks up from the D to the E to the F. So it's basically we're walking from the 6th major 7th to the 1, right? So it's our new phrase over here. Our new chord is C major. All right, and we're walking from the 5, 4, 3, 1. It's a reoccurring theme, right? G to D to F to C. Now we break away over here to the E flat, and again it's the same transition as we had to the F. We have the 6 major 7 to the new chord, which is E, a flat. All right, and then we resolve it back to the 1, to the G. did that. It's an E flat to D to the B flat to A to the G. All right, I'm gonna do it again slowly. G to D, F to C to E flat, back. All right, so this is our first cool line that breaks away from the guitar riffs. All right, now we repeat that a few times, and then we have the this D minor type of thing. We have D to C to B, back to C, and then this pentatonic thing, it's kind of Hendrixy. We have A, C, F, back to the D. We bring it back to that E flat. All right, and now we have another scalar line, which is really cool. What am I doing here? So I'm starting with that E flat. Now my new chord is F. What I do with it is I start with a 2 of the F, which is G, 5, 4, major third, to the F, to the 1. Back to the E flat. Same move, right? One more time. Right, and back to the line. So to create tension, the transition before the line, we'll just go a half step, F sharp, to create tension, which is the major 7th of that G, right? Creates tension. It's a passing note or leading note, bringing us back to G. Now those patterns repeat, right? After a while, there's a new pattern. So we have, right? Right. Back to, right? Back to the E flat, to F, now we have what we have here is almost chromatic scale. So we start with G, all right, to F, to E, and then E flat, D. So we starting with G, and then we go chromatically from F to open D. All right, so I hope that it was impactful. The song is not over because there's a